Hello everyone, thanks for joining me as we continue the series on your date of birth on any given month. We are at the double-digit days of birth and our first of the two master numbers that we will be discussing here in this series. Today we are talking about being born on the 11th day. It is one of the two master numbers, the other number 22. The planets are the moon, Uranus, and Neptune. The signs are Cancer, Libra, Pisces. The element is water and air. The energy is yin, feminine, and very receptive, and the challenge is 0. We will discuss that on page 3. All right, we are going to reiterate what we said about the number 10, which was our first double digits. The double digits going forward will add emphasis on your life path number, so it is important that you take into consideration what your lessons are for your life path numbers and understand them to bring additional information to who you are being born on this particular day. The 11 is the first of the three master numbers, but we will only be discussing, of course, the number 22. 33 is not in any month of the year. All master numbers are powerful, having the added reduced vibration of number 2. This increases the properties of number 2 with the potential of the 11 master vibration. So those born on the 11th day of any month have an altruistic manner about them. Depending on the rest of the numbers in their date of birth, your life path number, as well as the sun and rising sign, they may not be grounded, determined, or consistent in nature very quickly. Rising signs and sun signs that are grounding are the earth signs, which are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if you have them, kudos for you. That is going to help very much. There is a strong intuitive side and connections to spirituality. If this field interests them and they apply themselves, many become healers, teachers, psychics, and spiritualists. The analytical ability must find balance with the intuitive voice. Many 11s are late bloomers as they seem to be shy when they are younger. Many feel different, suffer from insecurities. Some are dreamers more than doers and lack self-discipline until a certain event or situation presents itself. These are usually in the form of adversity, challenges, roadblocks, breakdowns, family issues, wrong choices, and dead ends. It's important to keep in mind that the 11 master number vibration will fluctuate between 11 and the lower octave of number 2. These two number vibrations do push and pull the individual at times in opposite directions. Now, in parentheses, how strong depends on the rest of the chart. As stated earlier, being conscious of the choices and decision one makes in their life are key for these number combinations. So if you have a lot of 2s, a lot of 8s, then that would probably take away from the stability and add more fluctuation. Also, head and heart do not always work harmoniously, causing the individual to act and react, which may serve to please others more than self in ways that undermine one's potentials. Placating to have peace at all costs will not bring lasting happiness. Now, in contrast, many 11-2s are hard-headed and dig their heels in the sand. They are determined to do or go it their own way, even when yellow caution flags wave before them. 11-2s make excellent mothers. The moon, Cancer, and Libra bring natural nurturing, a sense of caring and equality for all people in their character. In parentheses, I want to make sure that no matter if you're male and female, all 11-2s put aside their own needs to help others in some way. Many become nurses, doctors, social workers, reformers, and educators. In relationships, this number seeks to understand the person of interest from a psychological standpoint, usually before an emotional commitment. So, be ready to answer lots of questions and get deep into your beliefs, your fantasies, your hang-ups, your skills, and your likes and dislikes. And yes, 11-2s make very good therapists and psychoanalysts, but they can also be very secretive, mysterious, and elusive. If they are unhappy, you will be too. Which brings us to the last but equally important aspect of this master vibration. Uranus, Neptune are transcendental planets. Uranus is the upper octave of Mercury. Mercury is the communicator, the thinking, of the reasoning. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, the lover, the nurturer, the giver. And you can see that that can be very opposing. Uranus is the urge to reform and to awaken, to break the mold, think outside the box. The Neptune is the urge for the spiritual, or depending where Neptune is in your chart, if you have planets in the 12th house, you can have the urge to escape through addictions. Uranus, a tendency to deviate from what is considered normal with the need to establish oneself and ultimately gain independence, to be self-conscious and aware of your greater purpose. Uranus is also involved with and let me bring this down a little bit, sympathetic nervous system. So it is a nervous origin. It's excitable. There could be palpitations and mental conditions associated with it. Neptune, a tendency to be overly sensitive with fine-tuned sensory mechanisms within you, your body, which gives you that psychic ability. It works from and through the unconscious. Many have past life recollections and extraordinary gifts. Some of those gifts are musical composers, painters, trance mediums, religious leaders, and deep-rooted neuroses, fears, or addictions. Neptune is associated with the thalamus, and it's connected to the spinal canal, which relates again to nervous system and mental processes. Now, the challenge is the 0. If you remember, that was here. And challenges with the double digits is created by by taking away. So 1 minus 1, we find that we're going to end up with a 0. So the importance of the 0, I'm going to say key words here, and you may want to go and look at the information that I gave on the 0 in the number 10. the importance of self-awareness, your own duality, and then finally remembering other. But you are here to learn, to evolve, to fine-tune yourself, to be balanced, and to achieve some sort of recognition in that achievement on some level. It could be very small within your family unit or very large within a corporation. So a challenge of 0 is different from a no challenge, which we had with the single-digit numbers. Being a master number, it has all the challenges wrapped up in one. There is 8 in total. There's going to be 8, and no lesson will be harder than the next. You have all the tools to work these lessons out at your disposal. What does affect the challenge, and this is very important, which are basically lessons for the individuals to learn, to advance this lifetime, is the lesson of your life path number, i.e., if you also have a life path number of 11, 22, or even 33, then you are given a bucket full, and you have all the gifts, but you have these challenges, you have these lessons to overcome, and your life is a series of events which really help you grow and really change you, almost like Uranus, reform you in some way. So here's the conclusion. The 11-2 have powerful mind emotional fluctuations. Having an established spiritual practice, a religious or supportive group, can be helpful for some 11-2s. Some do not want to go that way. But many become the teachers, the leaders, and the healers in these groups, support groups, spiritual practices, what have you. The path and lessons are centered around healing the self first, then teaching others how to do the same based on your life experience. That's what a master is. A master is a teacher. You have to perfect it and learn it first. This number is generational and karmic, and those are positive karmic and negative karmic issues. The letter is 11 for the K. So if you have a first, middle, or last name with K, then there is added master qualities because it vibrates to the number 11. The letters for the number 2 are B and T. And note, please see the video on the date of birth too, because as I said earlier, you will not vacillate. You will vacillate between the 11 and 2, understanding all the information on those born on the second day, information that was not covered here concerning concords and classifications are also given, which have to do with the 2. So thanks everyone for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of material, as I'm going to go through all 31 days of births for everyone. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I love it when you share your comments. For those of you who are these numbers or know someone, it really helps in my study, and for all those who read the comments on these videos. Thanks again. Blessings to all. Bye for now.